Okay, I'm able to get a signal here. We'll see if this is going to work okay today or not. We had a little trouble yesterday. So I started a little early to make sure that we could make this work. So when you come in this morning, be sure to let me know that you are here. I look forward to acknowledging the fact that you are on with us today. So we'll let Facebook gather a little audience for us, and we shall proceed. I want to talk about your attitude this morning and what you do with your attitude. Not how do you get an attitude, but what do you do with that attitude once you have it? Good morning, John. Good to have you on. Okay, we're seeing a bunch of people jump in now, so just say good morning, say hello, say something. John, I want to talk to you when we get finished because I'd like to see if I can't get you on. We've got something I want to talk to you about. So if we get a chance to do that, I would like to have you be one of my guests. So we have Miss Betty and Rhonda and Melissa. And let's see, who else do we have? We got a good crowd of people. I can see all of the names here as we go. Brent's on with us. All right, good. Okay, I want to talk about attitude. Hey, Max, good to see you. Max coming to us from the other side of the world, literally the other side of the world. So good to have Max on. And John, I see that I'll be able to with the phone that you're using right now, I should be able to ask you to join me on Thursday. So let's see if we can arrange that. I'd like for you all to meet John. John Hackett's a good friend of mine. So good morning, JR. Yeah, I'm glad to see you as well. So let's get started. I want to talk about attitude because sometimes we get this instruction about positive attitude and that kind of a thing, and how important it is to have a positive attitude. And I want to share something with you today. This is going to be brief. It's not going to be long. Tom had his live feed this morning was about abundance, and so I was thinking about positive attitude having to do with abundance, and here's how those two things go together. The purpose of a positive attitude is not so you can have it; it's so you can share it. It's so you can share it. What you do with a positive attitude is you share it with other people. That's what you do with it. You share it. The whole purpose of a positive attitude is to share it. If you're not sharing that attitude, it's not really positive. You can't hoard an attitude. You're really good at sharing bad attitudes. I am. I just had a conversation with Tanya, and she said, I told her to get some sleep, and she said, you're being bossy. And I said, yeah, I have these latent jerk tendencies that cause me to jump out of that sometimes and act a little bossy. And I don't mean to. But the point is that we really need to have a positive attitude, but that attitude is not something that we hoard. It's not something that comes to us and stops. It's something that we practice. We practice it. We share it with other people. One of the best attitude books ever written is this book right here, which I know is backwards, but it's The Yes Attitude by Jeffrey Gitomer. Love this book. It's an amazing book. Have lots of amazing stories from this book. But I want to share something with you that he has written in the chapter about attitude actions. And this is what he says. He said, these are actions that you can take right now. You can be nice. That's pretty easy, isn't it? You can be nice. You can praise other people. You can be kind. You can take responsibility. You can smile. You can be proud of your work. You can make friends. You can say nice things. You can be proud of your accomplishments. And then finally, don't worry, be happy. Great instruction for us in sharing, passing on that attitude. Tell you a little story, and then I'll be done. My wife and I had couple years ago, I had shoulder surgery, and I had to have this left shoulder repaired. And I was going back and forth for therapy, and the first couple of times I went for therapy, my wife had to drive me. I wasn't even released to drive because I didn't want any jerky motion in my shoulder. So my wife drives me over to therapy, and I tell her to park on the opposite side of the garage. And she says, why don't we park close to the door? Well, first of all, I never park close to the door. Parking close to the door is for people who can't walk. I can walk. So I park as far away as I can. So we pull into the parking lot, and I told her to park beside this white van, and the white van had on the side of Andy's painting. And when we left, we're leaving and walking across the parking garage, and she says something about how far away we've parked. And I said, there's always a reason for that. We got something that we have to do here. So we're going to park out there, and we're going to walk to the truck. So as we're walking back, I look up and I see this guy headed across the parking lot going to this white van. And I walk over and I speak to him. And I said, you must be Andy. Says Andy's painting on the side of the truck. You must be Andy. And he said, yeah, I am. And he's not standing up straight. He's kind of hunched over. And I said, so what's going on? He says, man, I've had major surgery. He says, I haven't been able to work for 3 months. And he said, I'm just really struggling. And I said, good. Let me pray with you. I put my arm around him. We talked and we shared for a little bit. And I thought, you know, that's really why we're here. We have an opportunity to be able to do those kind of things. And for me, it meant I had to park on the opposite side of the parking garage so that I could be in a place where I could meet Andy from Andy's Painting and be an encouragement to him that day, because an attitude is something that we share. It's something that we share. It's something that other people benefit from. And all we had to do was smile or be nice or say something pleasant, or in Andy's case, I walked over and put my arm around him and tried to encourage him. But we can all do that kind of stuff. And as you do it, it changes your world. And I'm all about making sure that we change the world around us. And if we can change the world around us, it got really quiet in the comments, by the way. If we can change the world around us, then we'll make a powerful difference where we're at. All right? So, a positive attitude is something that we share. It's not something that we hoard. It's not something that we've arrived to. It's something that we pass on to somebody else. And we can do that in simple things. I gave you several. Smile, be nice, be pleasant, make new friends. Do that kind of a thing. I don't know Andy. I've never met him before. Haven't seen him since. But we had that moment that day that was helpful. I hope it was helpful to him. I think it was. And so those are the kind of things that we can do. Now, I'm going to wrap up with this. And I'm doing a webinar tonight. I told you we're going to start doing the Tuesday webinars. And the webinar tonight is going to be in the evening. It'll be from 7 to 8. And this webinar is for those people who have been purchasing products online with the intention of making money, and they're frustrated. So I'm calling this the Society for Recovering Software Junkies. So tonight's webinar is introducing the Society for Recovering Software Junkies. The link for that's right there, so you can click on that link. It'll take you to the page. You'll be able to see more details about it. There's 6 secrets I'll be sharing with you tonight. And I introduced you to those 6 secrets on that second page. You go to the first page, ask you for an email, or if you want more program details, click on the link that says program details, and it'll give you those 6 secrets. So really want to see you on the webinar tonight. If that is something that is interesting to you, if that is something that is important for you to recover from that habit of buying stuff, hoping that you'll be able to arrive, and you're struggling, then you need to click on that link right there. Join the webinar tonight from 7 to 8 o'clock, okay? So thank you for joining me today. Remember, a positive attitude is intended for you to pass on to somebody else. It's not something that you hoard. It's not something that you hang on to. It is something that you pass on. And you can pass it on as simply as a smile, as being nice, as holding the door for somebody, as being pleasant. In those kinds of things, making friends, those are the kind of things that you can do that will help you to have a greater positive attitude, because it doesn't flow to you, it flows through you. Positive attitude is intended to flow through you, not just to you. It's not for your benefit, it's for everybody else's. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, click on the link if that's important to you, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Love you. Thank you. I will not be at the coffee shop tomorrow. I have a very, very important task to do tomorrow. I have to pick up my grandson, and he's bringing my daughter with him. So look forward to talking to you very soon.